Here are your Court News Ohio top stories in 5 minutes. An anti-gambling organization and recovering gambling addicts, among other suing parties, asked the Supreme Court on June 23rd to allow their lawsuit challenging the constitutionality of laws allowing casinos and video lottery games in Ohio to go forward. The group contends that 2009 and 2011 legislation allowing casinos and lottery games into the state violates provisions in the Ohio Constitution. But the future of this dispute turns on whether the parties have standing or the right to sue. The group argued that they have shown they've been injured by the gambling and that the laws caused the injury. By meeting these criteria, they claim they've established their right to pursue this lawsuit. The state counters that the suing parties haven't demonstrated how the laws caused injury or how a ruling in their favor would give them relief from the injuries. Look for a decision on this case at sc.ohio.gov.
Our abuse, neglect, and dependency docket is dominated by cases in which the parents have become involved with children's services agencies because they have a problem, and at the moment, predominantly with heroin.
The rate, according to Delaware County Probate and Juvenile Court Judge David Hemanowski, ranges from 80 to 90% of the juvenile and probate cases. While Delaware County has court and treatment programs to address the issue, the judge said there's more that can be learned from what other counties are doing. That's why he put together a team of community partners to attend the 2015 Judicial Symposium on Addiction and Child Welfare on June 23rd in Columbus.
Sitting in a room where we can discuss with other counties and other communities what they're doing, what they have found to be successful, so that we can share with them what has been successful for us is incredibly important to us and incredibly helpful to us, because it's that one-on-one communication about what works.
Judges from 56 Ohio counties and their community partners attended the one-day symposium presented by the Ohio Supreme Court, the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, and the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, hosted by the Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Attendees heard from state and national leaders addressing the intersection of addiction, child welfare, and court systems. The event also highlighted promising practices and programs throughout Ohio where community partners are coming together to positively impact children and their parents. A final request for the participants at the close of the symposium encouraged the county-wide teams to continue the day's discussion and implement the action plans that were developed.
Without a commitment from each of us, the addiction battle will be lost. This fight will only be as successful as our local leaders on the front lines make it.
2 Ohio courts will see new faces on the bench. Governor John Kasich recently appointed Michael Doherty to fill the judicial vacancy on the Clinton County Municipal Court. The new Vienna and Clarksville solicitor will take the bench on July 7th. He replaces Judge Chad Carey, who was elected in November to the Clinton County Probate and Juvenile Court. And Michael Gilb was appointed to the Warren County Common Pleas Court. The private practice attorney started his new position on July 1st. Gilb replaced Judge Robert Peeler, who was elected to a different judgeship on the court.
We have refreshed our attorney services portal that attorneys can use to log in to access their attorney registration and continuing legal education records.
Susan Kristoff, director of the Ohio Supreme Court Attorney Services Office, says the more user-friendly portal has a new feature.
First page that they log into will have not only their contact information on it, but if you scroll down or look at the bottom of the screen, it will also include a snapshot of their CLE record and whether they are in compliance or not with their CLE.
Attorneys can also edit their residence and office contact information and change their attorney services password. A user guide can help answer any questions about using the new portal, or attorneys can contact attorney services during business hours. Attorneys can log into the new portal with their attorney registration number and password on the Ohio Supreme Court website. And as a reminder, Kristoff says all attorneys have to register by September 1st. Lawyers on active or corporate status must register with Attorney Services and pay a $350 registration fee every odd-numbered year. Kristoff said the lawyer should expect to receive a packet of registration materials in early July. Attorneys who fail to register and pay the fee by the September 1st deadline or within the late registration period will be suspended.
That's a look at Court News Ohio's top stories. Visit courtnewsohio.gov for the latest headlines on Ohio's courts. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.